So now we are studying about what is sympathetic ophthalmitis. So what is sympathetic ophthalmitis? It is a serious bilateral granulomatous panuveitis following penetrating trauma. So like when there is a penetrating trauma in one eye, there can be occur granulomatous panuveitis in other eye also. This is called a sympathetic ophthalmia. The injured eye is called the exciting eye, and the fellow eye which develops the uveitis is called as sympathizing eye. Very rarely it can also follow the intraocular surgery. These are very rare. Incidence, these are marked decreased nowadays because of the meticulous surgery technique, microsurgery techniques, etc. Etiology exactly is still not known, but there are certain predisposing factors like that always follows penetrating injuries, and more occur when there are wounds in ciliary region, which is called as dangerous zone, and with wounds in affecting iris, ciliary body or lens capsule, and it is more common in children. And the contrary thing is that it does not occur when there's actual suppuration develops in the injured eye. Okay, so yeah, it is like a thing to uh, know about. Now, talking about pathogenesis, the most exciting pathogenesis is allergic history, which said that the uveal pigment act as allergen and excites the plastic uveitis in the other eye, the better eye, the sound eye. Okay, this is the etiology. Then pathology. Uh, it is a characteristic granulomatous uveitis. So there occurs nodular aggregation of lymphocytes and various other like immunity cell, plasma cells, epithelioid cells, giant cells. Okay, then Dallen-Fuchs nodules that are formed due to proliferation of the pigment epithelium of ciliary body and choroid, and there occur invasion of the lymphocytes in them. So these are Dallen-Fuchs nodule. Then sympathetic perivasculitis. The retinal vessels also shows cellular infiltration called as sympathetic perivasculitis. Now, what are the clinical features seen on the presenting? So the first thing is that the injured eye shows the first sign, and there is persistent low-grade plastic uveitis. In that we see ciliary congestion, lacrimation, tenderness, and creatic precipitates may be present at the back of the cornea, which is a dangerous sign if creatic precipitates are present in the back of the cornea. Now, what are the signs in the sympathizing eye? The sympathizing eye usually develops the symptoms after 4 to 8 weeks of injury, and the earliest have seen after 9 days of injury. So they are variable period and mostly develop within first year of injury if it had to be developed. Now, okay, next, about the clinical features in the sympathizing eye, there are two stages: prodromal stage and fully developed stage. In prodromal stage, what are the features? These are light photophobia and indistinctness of near objects, like due to weakening of accommodation. These are the earliest signs. What are the symptoms? Sorry, symptoms. What are the signs that we see is retrolental flare and the chaotic precipitates on the back of the cornea, which is a dangerous sign. Okay, now in the fully developed stage, there is acute plastic iridocyclitis, and they are like all the features that can be present in iridocyclitis. Okay, now this is about the features, clinical features. Now studying about the treatment for prophylaxis to prevent sympathetic ophthalmia. We have to take care that if the injured eye is not useful, then we have to early excise it, because prevention is better than cure. So yeah, and if there is little hope that vision is present in the injured eye, so meticulous repair should be done with microsurgical techniques, and topical steroid, systemic steroid antibiotics should be administered, and with along with topical atropine. And if when the uveitis is not controlled even after 2 weeks of treatment, uh, and symptoms are like lacrimation, photophobia, ciliary congestion, KPs appear, then injured eye should be excised immediately, even if you think that the injured eye is able to have some vision, because if it doesn't do that, then the sound eye may also develop, and we can also lost that eye also. So excision is most important. Now what do we do if there's already sympathetic ophthalmitis begin in the sound eye? So early nucleation and like excision or enucleation, like we have discussed early, in prodromal stage, okay, and in like late stage, or like what do we call fully developed stage, we done conservative treatments with like corticosteroids, immunosuppressants, atropine, etc. And the prognosis, if done during is okay during the prodromal stage and immediate stages, and treatment with steroids are useful, but in advanced cases the prognosis is very 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 poor even after the best treatment. So yeah, we have to take care of this condition.